All right. We are live in the Affinity Lounge in Facebook. We are live on Instagram. Good evening. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to tonight's 6th session of our March Manifest Challenge, where we began our challenge last Monday. So if you've attended my live streams or any of my sessions before, please type hello in the chat or in the comments. Let me know if you're catching this live or as a replay. And if this is your first time watching, thank you so much for joining. My name is Dani. I'm a licensed psychotherapist and a happiness transformation coach. And I teach ambitious women effective tools to build confidence and feel worthy again, whether post-breakup, single, or in a relationship. Now, if you heard me say the March Manifest Challenge earlier and you're not sure what I'm talking about, tonight's session is part of a series called the March Manifest Challenge, where I've been going live 3 times a week, and I will continue to go live 3 times a week until the end of this month, talking about actionable topics on how to manage waves of intense, challenging feelings like insecurity, jealousy, anxiety, feeling down and nervous, frustrated, overwhelmed, being able to navigate conflict. Sometimes when we get really upset, our mind, our words get very jumbled. We don't know what to say or how to say it. Hey, April. April is on Facebook in the Affinity Lounge group. Thank you so much for commenting to let me know that the comments are working, so it's good to see you. Nice. Type in the comments and let me know what you've been up to. So we're also talking about getting clear on and establishing boundaries, improving communication, and improving our relationships. So we subconsciously break ourselves down. We limit the ability to trust ourselves or feel confident in ourselves through self-betrayal. And self-betrayal can look like saying yes when we mean to say no, not speaking our truth. It can look like going along with things outside of us just for the sake of agreeing or not rocking the boat. It can look like not standing up for ourselves. It can look like breaking promises that we've made to ourselves. So this is what our March Manifest Challenge is all about. So starting last Monday, we made a promise to ourselves to do one simple action, just one simple action every day for the remainder of March. And this year I was contemplating Lent, and I had a thought that even though I'm a believer in letting things go and giving things up, I'm also aware that much of the chaos and disappointment in our lives comes from our failure to take action. So that got me thinking, what if we actually added one thing that we committed to doing for the remainder of March that would really move the needle in an area of improving our life? And what is that for you? Is that to make a gratitude list every day? Is that to greet your significant other first thing in the morning before picking up your phone? Is that to move your body 30 minutes a day? Is that to drink a half a gallon of water? What is it for you? And by the way, it is not too late to join us because we do still have these next 2 weeks or, / last 2 weeks of March. So let me know that you're in for the challenge and what you're going to do by sharing on social media with hashtag March Manifest Challenge and tagging me. So along with our March Manifest Challenge, I've also been offering a free self-care assessment tool that you can download. And when you download it, you'll see it breaks your life down into different areas, different self-care areas. So there is professional self-care, physical self-care, psychological and emotional self-care, social self-care, and spiritual self-care. So once you download it, you'll see those different areas, and you'll also see a scoring of 1 through 3. 1 being I do this poorly, and 3 being I do this well. So once you complete the whole assessment tool, you can see by the end of it what particular area of your life you may want to consider starting with, right? So that way it doesn't seem so intimidating. And this is for you to choose one thing consistently to do for the next 15 days. All right, so let's jump into tonight's session, creating the comfort that we seek outside of ourselves. Something we tend to believe is that we need something or someone in order to feel complete or fulfilled. Sometimes we'll feel like we need something external, like drinking or shopping or an unfulfilling relationship to feel better. So what I mean by that is when tough emotions arise, for example, if we're feeling sad, if we're feeling stressed out, we're feeling anxious, we may want to turn to those external things. So if we drink to feel better, then we'll also drink to cope. If we need a relationship to feel better, then we'll also, during challenging times or feelings, we may want to also turn to that relationship or feel like we need to turn to that relationship as a way to cope. So this can really hold us back because so much outside of us is changing. It's always changing. People may come and go. We can't control our partner. Relationships may end. Plans with people change. We may be devastated by a breakup, or we notice that our happiness really hangs on someone else or something else. So let me give you an example. Say that, for example, you are maybe on the dating scene and you notice that rather than paying attention to how you're feeling, right? Is this person energizing? Is this person draining for me? Rather than focusing on that, you notice you're more focused on, does this person like me? What did I say? Did I say too much? Did I not say enough? What does this person think of me? So if you ever heard the saying, you can't really love someone else until you love yourself, right? Well, when you've been able to experience and feel the feelings of challenging emotions, those feelings like I was talking about before, like frustration, anxiety, sadness, stress, and then build up your ability to, without depending on something that's outside of you. Sometimes this idea of working on ourselves can seem or feel dark. It can feel daunting. It can feel a little scary. And I like to think of it as dating yourself, right? So just like when you meet someone new and you're getting to know them, you get to know what they like, you get to know what they don't like, you get to know what upsets them, what sets them off, what keeps them calm, what helps them to calm down, except that you're doing this with yourself. So I just want to make a little side note that that's why sometimes people will find that affirmations don't really work for them, right? So if you imagine a stranger walking right up to you and just saying to you, you know, you're an amazing person, you're wonderful, you might be like, who are you? You don't even know me. It's the same idea with our own subconscious mind and with our own spirit and our own soul. So my work as a licensed psychotherapist and a happiness transformation coach is to support you with my evidence-based frameworks towards effectively shifting those thoughts. Thoughts like, am I enough? What am I missing? I'll never find my person. Or even thoughts like, how am I even going to get through this? So through working on and building that muscle and shifting those thoughts, you begin to improve your relationship with yourself. You work on becoming the person that you're looking for is looking for. After you've developed a relationship, a love, a respect for your own self. And self, when I say self, meaning self with a capital S, okay? So for example, when my clients get to a place where they deeply enjoy their own company, then anyone else who comes along has to bring at least that. What do I mean by that? So for example, if Dani likes and respects Dani at least this much, then anyone else who comes along has to at least do this much, okay? So as this is our second night, this is the last night, I'm getting all tongue-tied tonight. As this is the last night of our second week of our March Manifest Challenge here, and perhaps you've already downloaded my self-care assessment tool, and maybe you're interested in working with me, I offer a complimentary 30-minute discovery call where we talk about where you are, where you'd like to be, and if we're a fit. And if you'd like to schedule that call, you can go to daniliberi.com/connect. Now, if you're watching this in the Affinity Lounge on Facebook, if you're watching this on YouTube, the link for the call will be in the caption of the video. If you're watching this on Instagram, the link to scheduling the call is in my bio. So if you found value to our session tonight, please share this with a health and well-being bestie of yours. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit like and subscribe. And be sure to join me on Monday. We will pick up on Monday as we continue to move along into our third week here of our March Manifest Challenge. So I will see you on Monday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, and that's 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. Thank you so much again for joining me. My name is Dani LeBerry. I'm a licensed psychotherapist and a happiness transformation coach. Take care of yourself and have a great rest of your evening.